Hello, hello, Core955.
And Hypergamer.
Back again with more Code Veronica Part 15. We pick up right where we left off in that save room.
Yes. So, the key has been obtained, but now it is a question of, can Core make it to the right location to use the key?
Well, I found the elevator, so maybe.
It's possible. I'd like to hope that you've worked it out at this point.
Oh, going down to B1.
This is not good.
Well, actually, no, wait, I remember. I saw those keys, so I was going for the grenade launcher.
Yes, of course, the grenade launcher. You are right. Never mind.
Yeah, it's like, I do remember that. I was going for the grenade launcher. And then there's the ones on the second floor, correct?
Yes. So there is one down here for the grenade launcher. Yes, there is the other one in this room right now, and then there is one on level 2 where you've got to get into the office room, or the control room, I guess it'd be called.
Yeah. Also, for a recommendation, I don't recommend going in the back area. I don't think you actually get anything out of it, but bitch smacked by Bandersnatchers.
Yeah, there's lots of places in this game where you don't actually need to go.
Yeah, but a lot of times you're rewarded with ammo or health. This one you're just rewarded with being bitch smacked, like that. Yeah, I don't like these assholes.
At least you had the grenade launcher at this point.
Yeah, but still ain't going great.
No. Well, again, the Bandersnatchers are proto-tyrants, so...
Well, more cheap
oh yeah,
tyrants.
cheap knockoff tyrants, I should say. Yes, you are correct.
Yeah, all that's in here is like some bolts, and it's just like all that work and a beating for some bolts.
Oh boy, normal bolts. Our favourite. Nom 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 nom.
Yeah.
That's what the zombies say, actually you just constantly shoot, because that doesn't do anything.
The bow gun, do you mean Pincushion Simulator 2001?
Oh, so you might actually be able to get up there. You can push the crate.
You can't, but actually you can't. Because the only way you could push... It's stuck up against the wall. The only way you can push is when you go up the elevators, Chris, go through the broken wall and push it inwards.
Okay.
And this door's locked up.
Yes, from memory you need to go to the control room to release this one. I think.
I don't think I actually went in there as Claire. I went in there as Chris.
Isn't that where the albinos get out though, or is that a different place?
No, that's the different. The albinoids get out in the room where the guy got his head smushed against the glass.
Yes.
That's the room where they keep the chemical for the plate melter.
Yes, yes, of course.
Oh yeah, I found out a trick. So if you go in that room first before you grab the doorknob that'll be here later, the sweeper hunter doesn't spawn.
Really?
Yes, I found that out entirely by accident.
Excellent.
Yep, little bit of an idea for the next time you play.
Oh, I really need to play this game.
You should stream it.
Well, I will, and I plan to. It's just a matter of I've lost my component cable for the PlayStation.
I think this is literally just me trying to figure out a way to get up there, and then I eventually say, fuck it.
Yeah. So... yeah, I want to stream it, but I want to stream the PS3 version, and at the moment I am lacking in a component cable.
Ah. The Mad Catz one works pretty well.
I have them somewhere, I just can't find them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, my first Mad Catz cable and my other PS3 well, the Mad Catz cable's confirmed dead. But the PS3 I think is dying.
Oh, that's not good.
The good thing is I have two, so.
Well, I was going to say, my dad's PS3, the internet has completely died on it.
It's like, I have an older Gen 2 PS3. Basically, it's the big, it was still using the big model, but they still took the PS2 out.
Yes, so I've got one of those. And
that thing is like a fucking brick. It just won't break.
Yeah, so that's actually my PlayStation 3. Dad's PlayStation 3 is one of the slimline models.
Yeah, yeah, the one that just died is a slim.
That's unfortunate.
I could probably beat someone to death with that PS3 and it'll still keep running.
To be fair, you could beat someone to death with the slimline PS3 and it'd maybe keep running. You probably want to take the hard drive out of it though, because that would be one way to kill the hard drive.
Yeah. Though, if I'm in a circumstance where I'm beating someone to death with a PS3, I probably don't have the luxury to take the hard drive out.
Yeah, you're going to have a lot of questionable life choices up to that point, potentially.
That or just one person broke in and I'm just panicking.
Or that, you are right. Hello, zombie.
Hello, zombie that won't wake up for a moment.
Until you're conveniently in the center of the room surrounded.
Pretty much.
It's like, how nice.
Mess with the... Oh yes, this is where you get the information on the albinoid.
Yes.
So, stick a salamander with the T-virus. That sounds like a great idea.
Stick anything with the T-virus and you're asking for trouble. Stick a snake with the T-virus. Giant snake.
No, I think... What? No, wait, Jan was intentionally made.
Well, Plant 42 wasn't, I know that much.
Plant 42 wasn't. Neptune, I think, was. Someone was just like, hey, can we get a shark? Why? I want to stick it with this needle.
Yeah, I like how no one questioned the fact that there's a shark up in the mountains. Like, someone had to deliver that shark.
Yeah, it's just like, so why do you want a shark again? You're the delivery guy. You aren't paid to ask questions.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's like, unless you want to be one of the people experimented on.
Wait, what was that? Nothing. Get out
nothing.
the trank rounds. You can't do that too many times though, because if you do that to too many delivery drivers, then the company's going to start asking questions.
I mean, you think the architecture company George worked with was just like, so where the hell is our best architect?
No.
It's like, no clue. Yeah. Guess he went on vacation, never came back.
I also like how they just kind of say that the Resident Evil 7, that house was also built by his company.
What the hell?
Didn't you notice that part?
Do you realize I've literally only played an hour of the game, correct?
Of course. And I'm just a lorehound. Yeah, so
it's all good.
If you actually, when you're up in the attic, I think in Lucas's room, you can find a picture of the plantation house.
Ah.
And it actually mentions George Trevor.
Ah.
So it's Trevor and Trevor and Co architecture or something like that.
Like I want to go in that lunatic's room.
Oh, you have to at one point.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know quite how to feel about 7, if I'm being 100% honest.
Good game, not a good Resident Evil game.
Yeah, it's like, I like it, but it's like, why has this got the Resident Evil title on it?
It would have just been suited without the Resident Evil title, to be honest.
It would have been what?
It would have been better suited if it just not had Resident Evil as the title. It's a very good game, it's just not a good Resident Evil game.
Hell, they could have did a fucking Devil May Cry with it, just made its own spin-off series.
They could have. Oh god, yeah, could you imagine if they didn't do that for Devil May Cry? Instead of Devil May Cry, it's just Resident Evil Dante Edition.
Could you imagine just Leon kicking his way through all the demon? Well,
and then just pulling out a bloody sword.
Oh my god, he turned into Raiden from Rising Revengeance.
Yeah, except with less nanomachines.
Nanomachines, son. You mentioned nanomachines, I'm going to make the joke.
Of course, of course.
And this is where I figure out, yeah, the code. Which is, by looking at that, you also conveniently release the lockdown.
Yeah, how convenient.
Even though there's a dead guy clearly sitting there. Also, where the hell the Bandersnatcher that was in here go?
There wasn't a Bandersnatch in here. That was the Albinoid.
No, his head was crushed against the wall by a Bandersnatcher hand.
I thought it was a,
The Albinoids don't break out until Claire goes in there.
Huh, I could have sworn that it was the Albinoids.
No, the Albinoids are in those little tubes on the right. Because they're still salamander-sized.
For now.
They don't get big until Chris comes in. Goodbye, zombies.
Zombie. As you can see, like, when it comes to Cora and I, we're just basically opposites. He'll say, hello, zombies, and at the same time, I will say, goodbye, zombies. Or the opposite way, I should say.
Well, either way, we tend to make the opposite jokes.
Indeed.
Now then, where the hell am I going this time?
You're going in the right direction.
Yeah. Is there anything to loot in this dog corridor, or is it just two angry dogs and a tank?
I mean, if you got the keys for said tank.
Well, obviously Claire doesn't.
That'd be awesome. It's like, hey Alfred, come here.
Could you imagine her and Steve just trying to use the tank to get off the island?
It's an island, it's not going to do any good.
Yeah, there's very few amphibious tanks for a reason. They don't float well.
No, not at all.
It's like, there is a couple, but they're extremely uncommon. They're actually really cool looking, though. Yes. I don't know if you know what Jane's is. Basically, Jane's is a military reference book that just has all the world's weaponry. It's unclassified, you can find it online. But it's basically just books with all the world's, well, world military weaponry. At least mainstream. So you got like all the tanks, the boats, the airships, you know, all sorts of shit.
All the declassified weaponry is what you probably should say.
Well, yeah. Pretty much. It's mostly just shit you'll see. Like, say, Russia has exported to other nations to make a buck.
Yeah. And the US and Boeing and all that.
Yeah. Nice to see the blood wiped itself off the window as well.
It's like, how nice. The Bandersnatch cleaned up after itself when it left.
Could you just imagine the Bandersnatcher with one arm just taking a little squirt bottle and then putting it down a rag and just wiping off the blood?
Yes, I can.
Or even better, it holding the rag in his little shrunken arm.
I was more thinking the spray bottle in its shrunken arm.
Either way, it'd be silly.
It would be, but funny, nonetheless. Oh yeah, you are right. So the Albinoids are still there. Yes.
Yep, he's already dead. It's cracked. Maybe something escaped through the crack.
Actually, hang on a second.
What's weird is, but then they break out. So where did they break out of?
I think they're still in the room hiding.
Yeah, but they still didn't kill the guy. Oh no, there's one. One's left in the tube. And here, see, there it goes.
And he breaks out and escapes, yeah.
And Claire's just like, I'ma nick this painting for later.
I like how she doesn't... There's only two possibilities. She's either A, kleptomaniac, or B, has clairvoyance.
That or she just paid attention like, wait, because there's a painting that says, there's a painting of this room. Ah, crap, we ran over.
I was just looking at the time and I was like, wait a minute.